Okay, so once you have Yoast installed, you want to start using it. So if you have posts already in your blog that you didn't pay any attention to for SEO, you want to go back in and edit those for SEO using the suggestions that the Yoast plugin gives you. If you're starting brand new and you're just adding posts, then you'd basically just go into add new, and that'll bring up a screen for a brand new post. And you would just write the post as you normally do. I personally write my posts in Google Docs, and then I copy and paste them into WordPress. And the reason that I do that is because um, well, first of all, I get interrupted a lot because I have the kids running around. And so Google Docs will just automatically save it for me. And then also just because I like to do a lot of research on my posts, and sometimes I write a post kind of halfway and then I leave it for a couple of weeks and work on other things. And then I come back to that one after I've gathered more information and kind of fill it in. And so working in Google Docs is just easier to get to than going into the WordPress dashboard, going into all posts and that kind of thing. So that's my process. So once you have your post written, you're going to want to be thinking about at least a keyword. If you don't know anything about SEO, at the very least, you want to think about a keyword phrase. And the way that I do that is I use Pinterest, because Pinterest is a search engine the same way that Google is. And so SEO stands for search engine optimization. And so basically you're just optimizing your content so that the search engine picks up on your keywords. And so you want to be at least using a keyword phrase throughout your content, in the title, in the body, in the headings, and then in the Yoast plugin. So it all kind of evolves eventually to the Yoast plugin. And so if your blog is fitness blogging and you want to write a post on how to um, um, I don't know, build thigh muscles, because we all want giant thigh muscles that are big and strong so we can jump high. So if you, this was maybe not the best phrase to use, but if you notice down here, lower body, gym, leg exercises, these are all keywords that people have searched for along with these keywords. So you could even do a post that says, for gym equipment, 4 pieces of gym equipment to build thigh muscles, or 4 lower body exercises to do at the gym for better thigh muscles. So you see, you've got this kind of pool of keywords that you can choose from, and you could probably write, 3 or 4 posts, individual posts, 2 exercises to avoid if you don't want to build thigh muscles, or, just these kinds of different angles on that same keyword phrase. But the thing to remember is just always to be thinking about a keyword phrase. So if we were going to do a post that said how to build thigh muscles with lower body gym equipment, right? Great post. Going to be a lot of information in there about, what muscles are thigh muscles. Why do you want to build thigh muscles? How can you lose weight while sleeping if you have big thigh muscles? So those are your headers. And so what you would want to do is format these in heading 1, these are your headers, and this is kind of how I work my posts. I add the headers, kind of the different things that people might want to know about before I give them the key pieces of information that I told them I would in the title, how to build thigh muscles with lower body gym equipment. So first I'm kind of leading them into the post itself, thigh muscles and all about thigh muscles. And then we're going to go talk about, so then what I would do is I would copy the title exactly as it is, and that would be my final heading 1. And then I would just go in and list the different exercises, and you could use numbers or bullets, list the different exercises here. And then this right here is the Yoast SEO. This is the Yoast plugin. And so this is the snippet that when people search for build thigh muscles, this is what would show in the Google search results. And so you can edit this, and you want to, this is the SEO title. So this is where you would paste that title that you put in your title bar up here. You want that to be exactly the same. And then the slug should always have your keyword phrase. So in this case, our keyword phrase is thigh muscles. And as you get more experienced with SEO, long tail keywords, they call it, are better than short. So thigh muscles isn't really a phrase. It's just 2 words. Build thigh muscles, build bigger thigh muscles. Those are long tail keywords. And so as you get more familiar, you're going to want to kind of explore a little bit on keyword phrases as instead of just, keyword groupings kind of. And down here is a little description, which goes underneath here. And you would say, thigh muscles are important for, because they're one of the biggest muscle groups in the body. And so muscle burns fat, and here's how to build thigh muscles with lower body gym equipment. And then here is your focus keyword. So I'm just going to paste this in here because it's not great. That's just an orange bar. But these are our keywords, our thigh muscles. And so as you can see down here, we've got some red dots and some orange dots and some green dots. So green are good. Orange could be better, and red, not so great. So the first one, the text contains 37 words. The minimum that Yoast suggests for a blog post is 300. I typically try to make my posts more than 1,000. And mostly that's just because I know that if I'm writing more than 1,000 words, I'm being super helpful to my audience because I'm filling that post with useful information. I wouldn't suggest that you write 1,000 words just kind of rambling for the sake of writing 1,000 words. But you can see with those headers that you plug in, what are thigh muscles? Why do you want to build? Those are questions that could easily be answered in a way that the post winds up being 1,000 words. So you just kind of go through the analysis here and see if you can't change these reds to green. Images is a big one. So you would plug in your Pinterest pin and make sure that you put the keyword phrase in the alt tag or alt text box of the image. And I might do another video on how to do that. The slug is a bit long. That's an easy one to fix. So we would just kind of shrink this down to, thigh muscles, lower body. And so you just kind of go through and see if you can't clean up those red and orange dots and make them green. And then once this right here says green SEO good, then you're ready to either schedule it or publish it. And that is Yoast SEO in a nutshell.